Okay, right now Hunter has continued along the path. He just went through the big metal door, and now he's, you'll see it, it's you enter into this big area where there's kind of this greenish hue everywhere. And so go ahead, Hunter, and we're going to show you, right now he's in the middle of a battle for his life. You're going to want to run up the right staircase. There's a lever up here that you're going to want to pull, and there's a lot of enemies coming after you. So this is run for your life. There's some big scary dudes up here. Again, the staircase to the right. There's a big scary dude right there. He will obliterate you if you get near him. So just run past, activate that switch right there with the swirly things, and some stairs will open up for you, and you're in Blackreach. Okay, we have entered into the greenish blue big world, and we're going to speed up the process on here on the video because we want you to be able to see the direction to go. You can kind of follow, if you selected this in your mission screen, then you'll be able to see that white directional arrow on the navigation bar above to see the direction you need to go. But we're going to speed up the video. Again, we're going to run past as many of these enemies as possible. Okay, so we are at the place there. Again, we just followed that directional arrow in the navigation bar. This tower is where we're wanting to go. We're going to try and hop up on this ledge. So again, if you fall in the water down there, there's stairs to get up here. We're just showing you a couple shortcuts. And once you get up inside the door here, this is where you pull the lever and the magic happens. Okay, once you get through the door, this is a part that can frustrate the heck out of a lot of people because it's a puzzle. And I can't claim to know how to do it at all, but Hunter found a secret that's supposed to work on how to get this puzzle solved really quick. And we're gonna try and show you that right now. Hopefully it works. The first thing you gotta do is drop that lexicon into that receptacle, and that activates this puzzle. Every time you switch on one of these buttons, it causes this thing to move around. Each one causes it to move a different way, a different direction, and you gotta line all these things up. It's really confusing. So Hunter, why don't you explain the trick that you were taught, and we'll see if it works.
Okay, so our sound just went out, that's okay. So anyways, what you do to start out is, if the trick works, is you want to hit this button right here, the one that's to the left, and you want to hit as many times as it'll let you. Then you want to move over to the right and hit that one as many times as it will let you. Let's see here, once that works, okay. Then you're supposed to be able to go, and if you go back to the left, one of these times, one of these buttons should pop up.
There we go.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
Now that one popped up.
So then you push this button, and from here it's a lot simpler. You just push this until the last button pops up, which will be right there. You click the button. So what this will do is, a lot of people end up getting caught up in the moment of, whoa, what is that, the whole gem in the middle, the whole Elder Scroll thing? That's honestly not why we're here. Why we're here is to get this back. Now, getting this is actually a very useful thing because you eliminate so much annoying work for the main storyline into getting the Elder Scroll, which we just picked up. So when you come back to do the main storyline, so much easier. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to return to Septimus and his outpost and see what he has to say in his next mission for us.
Okay, we have exited Blackreach and fast traveled back to Septimus's outpost. Now that we've completed the mission that he's given us, he's going to, unfortunately, give us another mission. That's going to be a little bit time-consuming. Not hard, just time-consuming. But we'll show you how to do that, too. So what he just asked us to do now is, he's just given us a whole bunch of different creatures, and we have to go harvest their blood. We have to get an orc falmer, a dark elf, a wood elf, and a high elf. That can be a pretty time-consuming task, but lucky you, you have us, and we know how to do it for you, so we're going to show you. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention real quick, this dude's annoying. There's no way to pass it up. Just listen to him rant, say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Once you get past it, he'll let you out. Okay, so the first place we need to go, we're going to look for the Dark Elf. We're going to Windhelm. The way we got there is we just, from Septimus's place, we just fast traveled back to Whiterun Stables, and we hired the carriage to take us to Windhelm. So that's where we're starting out now. And Hunter's going to explain what we're going to do to get the Dark Elf's blood.
Okay, so this is going to fall in more of a morally gray area. Basically what's going to happen is once you enter this area, there's going to be a dark elf standing there having an argument with some people. Basically, you're just going to want to kill her and take the blood. If you would rather not become wanted here, then you can go ahead and try and find a bandit somewhere, or you can just try your luck other places. But this
that
is
could
the
take
easiest.
forever.
Yeah, that could take forever. This is the fastest way. Here's who she is, so we're just going to attack her. Okay, so whenever you come across a creature that you need, you'll have two options: Harvest Blood or Search. So we're going to click Harvest Blood, and then we're going to get out of here as fast as we can.
We're going to run because now you're wanted in Windhelm.
Yeah.
That'll be something you have to deal with later, but later it's not going to matter because you're going to be so powerful, it doesn't really matter. But that's how you get the Dark Elf blood. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a Wood Elf? Mm-hmm. The Wood Elf. We're fast traveled over to Riverwood, which is the first place you were supposed to go whenever you first started the game. Haha, we're better than that. So we're looking for this dude. I think his name is Fangle or something, but he's a Wood Elf. He lives here. He's either usually over by the wood mill or he's at his house. Okay, so what we did is we just waited about 6 or 7 hours until it was evening, and we just found him. There he is, Faendal.
Skyrim, to be sure.
He's a good archer. He'll train you in archery, but we don't need that. We're just going to pretty much take him out. Okay, the next creature we're going after is Orc Blood, and to get there, the best way is to go to Markarth, which is this little ram-looking place, and again, we can just fast travel to the Whiterun stables and hire the carriage and say you want to go to Markarth, and he'll take you there. And from here, there's a nearby orc stronghold or something. We're going to steal a horse, and we're going to head there, and we'll show you on the map where it is. It's pretty close. Okay, so we're coming up to the orc thing. It's actually really close. You want to show them on the map, Hunter, where you're at right now?
Yeah.
So you can see where Markarth is, where we just were a minute ago, and we just rode the horse. The white triangle there, marker, is where he's at. Go ahead and play, Hunter. And you're going to see that as we follow this path here, we're going to be coming along an orc stronghold. There's a bunch of orcs inside. You just got to kill one of them and take his blood. Try not to mess with the bear too much. He's pretty powerful.
Welcome, child of Malika. We won't kill you, Outlander, but we don't want you here.
Yeah, he says he won't kill you, but once you try and kill him, they're all going to try and kill you. So again, it's one of those deals. You're just going to want to kill this dude, kill the first orc you see, and then take his blood and then run. You don't want to fight a whole bunch of these guys at this point. Harvest blood, and we are out of here. But we're gonna loot him first, of course. Just like you gotta loot him. We run, and we're out. On to the next. What we've done is we've fast traveled back to Whiterun, and we only have two creatures left. We have a Falmer and a High Elf. And there's actually a High Elf very close to Whiterun, just a little bit north, about where that blue marker is there. And the good news is that this High Elf is actually already dead, so we can just go and harvest the blood without even having to fight him or get a bounty in Whiterun or anything like that. So once we get there, we'll show you on the map where it is and what it looks like. Okay, so we've been traveling north, and as you can see up on the bar on the top, there's like a little teepee-looking thing that'll show up pretty quick. That's where we're headed to. It doesn't take very long at all, just a minute to get there. kind of like the orc stronghold. These folks here, they'll let you in. You can just you can come inside. You can try and fight a few of them if you want. You can try and run past them. By this time, you probably have enough health. You can probably take out a few of them. It'll be fine. What you're going to do is you're going to go inside the camp. So once you reach that exit, you're gonna be at a place that's actually a pit that's a trap that's been made for people on the high ground up there to fall into. But there's a lot of dead animals and different things in here. One of the things is a high elf. If you search him, you can harvest his blood, and we've just completed the high elf. The only thing we have left is a Falmer, and to get the Falmer, our very last creature, we're gonna revisit an old place with these little robot things, and it's going to be a little bit similar to last time. We're going to run through a lot of it, but one of those creatures that was in there was a Falmer. We're just going to have to kill him, harvest his blood, and make it to the exit, and then we will be done with this mission. Right, we're back in that place where all the Dwemer were, and we had just fallen off of or jumped off of that shortcut there. We're going down this little place that should look familiar, and here's a Falmer right here. So you just got to find, there's a few of them on these ledges, the ones that you ran past last time. This time you want to fight him, harvest his blood, and now you have harvested all of the creatures that you need to. So now you just need to run past here and just get out of this temple just like last time. Alright, so I'm picking a video up here where we're going up all those staircases and that big metal scary looking dude there. We're going to come up here, we're going to see that the staircase down at the bottom is already open, and we're going back into Blackreach. So last time we had to go to a specific door, and we were following that little arrow at the top of the bar. Well, this time we don't have to go through all that. This time there's an exit that's much closer. So if you look at the top of the bar, at the top of the screen this time, you're going to see that exit sign. You're going to see that arrow with the little door. That's a really close exit, and all you're going to have to do is run towards that door, and that'll get you out of here. You don't have to fight any of the bad guys. You don't have to do any of that stuff. The only part that you have to do is push the button. When you get there, pull the lever on the other side, and you're going to be out. Once you're out, all you have to do is fast travel back to Septimus. That was the last mission that he has for you. Okay, so we fast traveled back to Septimus's lair, his cave, his domain, and he is all sorts of excited because you brought him all the blood that he wanted. And so this is the part where he's gonna make a special mixture with all the blood. He's gonna open up a cool portal, and he's gonna give you a super cool book. Oh, kind of like Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Holy Grail. It's not just a book. This is the Ogma Infinium. So what this book does, whenever you read... Uh-oh, you're going to have to talk to this dude again. I'm going to stop the video because I don't want to watch all this junk. Just, it doesn't matter what you say to him. We'll start up again, guys. So we just talked to that blue, crappy blob, whatever, swirly thing, and left Septimus's place. Septimus is dead. We're done with him. That Ogma Infinium book, that is going to be the key to everything. Unfortunately, we do have some more things that we have to do before we can use that book. Now, let me say it this way. You could read the book right now, but that would be a very bad idea. So whatever you do, do not read that book that you just picked up. What we're going to do is we're going to fast travel to Whiterun. We need to buy a house. And the only way to buy a house in Whiterun is to complete a couple of missions for the Jarl up there. and they're pretty easy missions. They're pretty self-explanatory. They'll take a little bit of time to do, but once you complete those 2 missions, the thing we're going to do after that is we're going to have to get once you complete those 2 missions, he'll allow you to buy a house. Unfortunately, a house costs $5,000 and you don't have $5,000. So we're going to show you, after you do those missions, we're going to show you how to get $5,000 really, really quick using another cheat. And we'll resume the video after that. So what you're going to want to do when you get into Whiterun first, though, is you're going to want to go and talk to the Jarl. He'll give you a mission to do, and you'll have to do those. And those are easy missions. There's no tricks or secrets to those, so we won't put those into this tutorial. Just know that you're going to take a little bit of time to do a couple of missions for him, and then he'll allow you to buy a house. I'm just going to leave it running so we can show you how to get to the Jarl. He's up in the Dragon's Reach castle up there, the very top.
Now keep in mind, if this is your first time playing, basically all you have to do is, if you don't know where to go, no, see, since we didn't go to Riverwood, it doesn't really matter, but this is actually the first, 2 missions, I think it's 2 missions, for the main storyline. But basically, whenever you get back, after however many quests it is, he will be freaking out about a dragon that's actually close to Whiterun. This, you don't actually have to go to the dragon, which is the great thing. When you're there, he actually says, as your reward, I've instructed my whatever dude to let you purchase property. That is when we will come back, but this is where the Jarl is. Just go talk to him and do what he has you do.
My lord. What's the meaning?
Okay, so Hunter just did the mission where he had to recover the Dragonstone from Bleak Falls Barrow, which was the mission that the Jarl gave him. So he went ahead and did that mission. Pretty easy one. Just takes a little bit of time. And when you come back to Dragon's Reach after you complete that mission, you come and talk to the Jarl, and he is somewhat pleased with you.
Not now.
But first what happens is a guard comes up and informs the Jarl of a dragon attack.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I want you to go with Irileth. You survived Helgen, but I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving.
So he's obviously very happy that you got the Dragonstone for him.
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city.
Yay, now you're able to purchase property in the city from that funny looking dude down there. We'll show you who he is. This is the guy that you purchased property from. If you talk to him,
the Jarl is, as you can imagine,
he will now allow you to purchase a house for 5,000 gold. How much gold do you have right now, Hunter?
Not close to that.
Not even close to $5,000.
I have 842.
So we need to get $5 grand, and we need to get it. It'll take a while to get $5 grand, except for you have the secret inn with us. So the next thing we're going to show you how to do is get $5,000 much quicker than you'd ever be able to normally.
Please hang up and try again.